Alright, so I'm looking around the internet and all I see is chaos. Everything is melting down from up to bottom. Devs are losing jobs, AI is writing code faster than you and much better than you, obviously. AI can generate art better than you, artists are going on the roads. And now there's a fear that the golden age of software development is over, as well as for traditional jobs. So everyone is acting like the world is ending, but the thing is, today we are going to discuss how it's affecting software engineering. Is software engineering dying? No. Is software engineering changing and getting more difficult? Yes, it's getting much more difficult to crack into, and it's not as straightforward as solving two read code questions from easy to medium, and you would get a job in 2020 2018. So you must be seeing on YouTube that there's a lot of clickbaits that software engineering is dead, and almost every software engineer is fighting for homeless shelters with the art students. So the thing is that before the panic sets in, let's see what's the real picture here. First of all, you have to ask the question yourself. Are you scared of AI because it will take your job, it will do that job better than you? And did you actually stop leveling up in your software career? Because the tools are changing and you will be forced to change as well. And whether you will survive the next 5 years in software engineering or not will depend on the answer of this question. So, chapter 1, what's going on? To understand the layoffs, we have to look what was happening in 2020 during the pandemic and what happened after it. So the companies were hoarding talent like anything else. The software engineering boom was there. Fang was hiring a lot of engineers, and they were hoarding all the best engineers for themselves. They didn't know what they were doing. They were like a cat chasing a laser pointer. And now the reality hit them. One week it's microservices, the next week it's serverless, then edge computing, now it's blockchain, AI, crypto, NFT, GBT wrapper, whatever. So a part of this problem is also because of overhiring during the pandemic. They were hiring people with basic level of software engineering knowledge, and now they are wondering why are we paying 200k to someone who is just fixing CSS and HTML without the knowledge of frameworks or any other skill in depth. And the same problem is happening with the hiring team. So HR is trying to like collect all the Pokemons. They want all the languages on your resume, be it Python, JavaScript, C++, Java. They want to see all the buzzwords related to AI. And even after that, they want the 10-year experience mark for some framework that was released 3 years ago, just like Fast API. So a good chunk of these layoffs because of that overhiring, and now the junior developers are burdened with more work. A single developer is asked to work backend, frontend, DevOps, AI engineer, and data analytics, and all these roles are combined into one these days. So it's getting harder, obviously, to crack into for entry level developers especially. So to change the perspective a little bit, let's play the devil's advocate. Let's look at the scary stuff and why you should be worried about it. It's the AI and the outsourcing. Well, first of all, every podcast, every cringe LinkedIn post you have seen about AI layoffs and how AI will change the job market forever and everyone will be homeless and jobless. The thing is that most of these people have no stake in this. They are not building software. They have no idea how AI is used in software engineering, and even the students are worried. But the thing is that the fear mongering is very real, and people are watching way more TikTok than usual about how AI is going to be their new girlfriend, boyfriend, and how it will be replacing you for that shitty job that you already hate. And for developed nations specifically, the problem is also of outsourcing. So cheap cost labor is available in different countries and the outsourcing is rampant. Obviously, US is doing all it can to stop outsourcing, but there are limits to this, and you can get 3 to 4 developers for the price of one developer in US. You can get 3 to 4 developers in developing nations compared to one in US. So before the AI, your threat was obviously a bit of outsourcing, and even after the tariffs, that's not going away. It just will make the companies find loopholes to do the outsourcing, and especially for junior developers, the requirement is almost gone because they could literally be replaced by AI writing code. It's just boilerplate and templates for apps, for features, and that's where Claude, Gemini, OpenAI, all these three shine too bright. So what's being done to stop the AI bubble? Let's move on to chapter 3. The companies did try to replace developers and other traditional job workers with AI, but it didn't go well at all. AI companies are burning cash like anything. They are going crazy, and GPT even, it's like burning over $1 million per day. No one is there to actually fix anything. Right now, the whole idea is to pump and pump this AI bubble as long as possible. So they are raising investments as high as they can, and they are also doing sort of inter trading with their resources that are likely raising their prices, stock prices, to newer heights. So this AI bubble, like 2 months ago, this news was quite viral, and it's still going on. There are no signs of it stopping anytime soon. The focus of these companies is currently to get such a high valuation that they are too big to fail, and there's no hope for their revenue as of now. They have no idea how they will generate their revenue.
We have no current plans to make revenue. We have no idea how we may one day generate revenue. We have made a soft promise to investors that once we've built this sort of generally intelligent system, basically we will ask it to figure out a way to generate an investment return for you. I get it. You can laugh. It's all right. But it is what I actually believe is going to happen.
And the companies like IBM, Amazon, they are trying too hard to replace workers with their AI systems and AI bots in the future. So yeah, they are not looking very keen to stop this from happening, from the layoffs and to worsen the job market. There was also this article recently, 95% of AI automations that were deployed didn't actually yield any real results. So was it really a hype? So the tools are definitely getting cheaper, and it's way easier for juniors to write code of much higher quality than they were writing before. But it also means that they are learning less because they are making less mistakes and AI is doing the code for them. So there are goods and bads. Chapter 4. Are you at risk of losing your job? So back to the start. Is an average developer really at risk of losing their job in coming 5 to 10 years? Well, for a part of the developer population, I would say that many of the developers were actually coasting through, and there were very few skills that were real, that were gained over time and experience, and not just copy pasting. So those developers are having a really hard time specifically. But to say that this is the real cause of the layoffs is not honest, and there's always more complex reasons for these. So the thing is that bar for development really got higher, and people are struggling to keep up with it. But to be honest, this is not exactly the reason for the fears of losing your job. The thing is that yes, the automations are coming, and there will be some trimming the fat along with it, but the only thing that you can actually control is to learn new skills, be it AI, be it development, be it vibe coding, be it new data analytics. There could be fewer jobs than before, obviously, but there will be new developed jobs, and we don't know the actual numbers. No one knows the actual numbers, and I can't give you the answer to this because there are no real numbers to show up for this. They are only saying that this many thousand people were they were laid off, and this many will be laid off in the next year, but they also don't show you how many are being hired as of today, be it AI startups or AI companies, and what kind of new jobs are being generated. And even the juniors, like you can see 15-year-olds doing vibe coding and working part-time for startups. So the answer is obviously you can't tell. You will have to upgrade, and that's the only thing you have in control. You will have to see what's the future like for you, and if you are comfortable with your skills, and if you want to reach newer heights or not. So you have no need to scroll YouTube over and over again finding the answer if you'll go homeless and jobless in 5 years or not. Just focus on the skills, look out for better opportunities, and just like the rest of us, pray for better tomorrow, bro. So what's the future like? The future is plain and simple. The experts will stay. The mediocre developers will have to open a book and actually study more in-depth concepts. The weak ones will probably be thrown out. That's the harsh truth. So if you liked the reality check, maybe hit like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what new topic you would like me to make a video on. And if you actually hated the opinion, please do state it in the comments and let me know how much you hate it. Thanks for watching.